Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you, all of you? How are you?
Fine, ma'am.
So only 3 of you are there. We'll wait for 2 minutes. Let the other people join. Epsilon Academy. Epsilon Academy. Epsilon Academy. Whoever, Epsilon Academy. Are you there? Okay, shall we start? So when are your test series being started? Can you respond, one of you? When are your test series going to be started? Amrita, when are your test series going to be started?
It is already started, ma'am.
Biology science has been done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So are you able to answer the questions? Biology?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you. Assertion, reasoning, case studies. You are able to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
So when are your board exams? I think so in November. You will get your date in 4 or 5 days. So coming to the, just I want to be clear for all you. People know it, but I want to say. So subjective writing is different, objective is different. Understood, all of you? You are listening?
Yes, ma'am.
So subjective means we know in course of so many years of board exams, we know what are the important questions, what you may be able to get. Most commonly, what are the 5 marks questions you get, or what are the 3 marks or 2 marks or 1 mark question you may be getting. But coming to here, we don't know what they can do. Okay, that is the objective difference in subjective. In objective, you need to read every line and word of your textbook. Please don't depend on any question banks, test series. That is my best thing I want to tell you all in any of your subjects. Because we don't know, this is called MCQ is always 1 mark question. If you are not attempting or if you're gone, the mark is gone. That's all. Either you get 1 mark or you don't get a 1 mark. So, and they can ask you from anywhere. So only depend on your textbook. And please read every line and every word in the textbook. In all the subjects, examples or whatever the textbook back exercises, case studies, what they give in the textbook. Please go through each and everything properly. Don't depend on your question banks. Don't depend on any other than your textbook. Because everything will be coming from your textbook only. Even word, whatever the one word if is there also can be coming as a multiple choice question from your textbook. How many have all of you gone through your textbook?
Yes, ma'am.
Only textbook. Don't depend for this first semester or whatever they call, or first term MCQ type of based examination. Don't depend on any other book, not even question bank. You can this test series what sir is trying to keep, those are more than enough for your practice, and also be gone doing them. So how are you getting your marks in the in your school? How much you are getting for biology? How much you are getting for biology? All of you? Amrita? Durlabh? How much you are getting for your biology? All of you open your textbooks. Have you opened it? So let us start your revision. I'll be underlining or highlighting so that it will be easy for you all to understand. So what are the reactions that help, common reactions that help us to break down the molecules? What are the common reactions used in breaking down of the molecules? You can see your textbook and tell me. What are the common reactions? If you're not answering, it will not be a revision. And it's not a subjective also. Multiple choice, you need to answer. You can open, all of you can open your textbooks and see. See and please answer me. What are the common chemical reactions which are useful for breakdown of the molecules? Those are the oxidizing and reducing reactions. Here it is in the textbook itself. It is. I'm highlighting it. You people also please underline. So these are the multiple choice questions we get. Okay. So in a single cell organism, there will be no specific organism. You will be there for the exchange of gases or exchange removal of waste or whatever it is. So what is the common process involved in case of the single cell organisms? Anybody can tell? Can anybody tell? What is the common process?
Diffusion, ma'am.
Yes, diffusion. Diffusion is the common process involved in case of unicellular organisms or single cell organisms, or in case of prokaryotes also we can call it as, or in case of bacteria. Diffusion is the answer. Examples of autotrophic nutrition. What are those? Examples of autotrophic nutrition.
Green
Can you tell me
plants.
the
Green plants.
green plants and also blue-green algae? Please write it down. Green plants and blue-green algae, or it is also known as cyanobacteria. The food is stored in the green plants in form of what? The food is the food is stored in the green plants in form of
Starch.
starch. Who is answering?
Akshita, ma'am.
Okay. Remaining people, what happened to you all? Whereas the food is stored in the human beings in form of what? Glycogen. In the human beings or in animals, the food is stored in form of glycogen. Whereas in green plants, it is stored in the form of starch. Understood? So
Yes,
all
ma'am.
of you know what are the raw materials of photosynthesis? What are the raw materials of photosynthesis? Please answer, ma.
Sunlight, chlorophyll,
Ma'am,
carbon.
water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, and blood.
Only I asked you all raw materials.
Ma'am, water and carbon dioxide.
Water and carbon dioxide, that's all. Raw materials are water and carbon dioxide in presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. Okay. And what are the products of photosynthesis?
Glucose and oxygen, ma'am.
Glucose and oxygen. We get oxygen from where? We get oxygen, whatever the product oxygen is derived from which raw material?
Water, ma'am.
Yes, water is broken into, splitted into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. Whereas we get carbohydrates, that is sugar, glucose, from which raw material?
Carbon dioxide, ma'am.
Yes, carbon dioxide. The green dots, which if we see, observe under the microscope, we observe green dots. What are those green dots known as? What are the green dots known as? If we observe under the microscope, we see green dots, spots of green dots. If we keep a leaf under the microscope,
Plastids.
huh?
I think it is chloroplast.
Chloroplasts, they are chloroplasts. So what are the vascular bundles present in the leaf? What are the vascular bundles present in the leaf? What are those?
Xylem and phloem.
Xylem and phloem. What is the function of xylem?
Transport of water
Water from where?
from the roots to the parts of the stem. No, plant.
Harita, you don't answer. Remaining people answer. What is the function of phloem? What is the function of the phloem?
Transport of food.
Transportation of food from where to where?
From leaves to the other parts of the plants.
So xylem is bidirectional or unidirectional? Xylem is bidirectional or unidirectional?
Unidirectional, ma'am.
Phloem is
Bidirectional.
bidirectional. What is the function of the iodine solution? When we used to test, why we use iodine solution, or we can ask like, why do we use the iodine solution to test on the leaves, to test the leaves? Why we use iodine solution? Tell me, why do we use iodine solution?
To find the presence of charge.
To find the presence and absence of the starch. But then in the same experiment, why do we use alcohol? In the same experiment, why do we use alcohol? Why do we use? Any idea? What we do with the alcohol over here? Why we use alcohol? Why do we use alcohol? I have told you all. Why we use alcohol is to remove the chlorophyll. Okay. So whatever the chlorophyll is present in the leaf will be removed. So the leaf will be turning into a white color. So where they may ask you two questions, multiple choice in here. Why do we use alcohol? A leaf is kept into the boiling alcohol. Why was leaf kept into the boiling alcohol? To remove all the chlorophyll present in the leaf. When the leaf is kept in a boiling alcohol, what happens to the color of the leaf? You can see over here, what happens to the color of the leaf? The leaf color will be turning into white. And what happens to the color of the solution? The solution will be turning into the green, because all the green present in the leaf will be coming into the solution. Have you noted down? These are the small things you will be missing. So only whatever I told, what are familiar, I'm not discussing much. The small parts where you miss, I'm talking about it. Okay. So opening and closing of the stomata, which cells plays an important role in opening and closing of the stomata? Guard cells. So if a cell, guard cells, if a water enters into the guard cells, what will happen? If a water enters into the guard cells, what will happen?
The stomatal pore will open.
I'll give you options. Guard cells will swell, stomata closed. Guard cells will swell, stomata opens. Guard cell will becomes flat, stomata opens. Guard cell becomes flat, stomata closes. What will happen? What will happen? The guard cells will swell and the stomata opens. Understood? If there is no water, the guard cells will become flat and the stomata closes. So there will be presence of chloroplast in the guard cells or not? The guard cells contain chloroplast or not? Yes or no? Guard cells contain chloroplast or not? I'm not asking from anywhere. I'm asking from your textbook only. Does the guard cells contain chloroplast? Yes, they contain chloroplast. There is a presence of chloroplast in the guard cells. Okay. What is the function of potassium hydroxide? Or why do we keep potassium hydroxide in a plant? We present in the cage. What will happen? So the potassium, nobody is answering. All four of you. The potassium hydroxide is used to absorb carbon dioxide. So when there is no carbon dioxide present, what will happen? When there is no carbon dioxide present, what will happen?
Photosynthesis will not take place.
Photosynthesis will not be taking place. So when we observe the plant, how it will be? The plant will be withered. Okay, because we are keeping it in the cage also. So we use potassium hydroxide to absorb whatever carbon dioxide present inside the cage. What are the other essential nutrients taken from the soil by the plant? Usually nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and magnesium are also taken from the soil. And what is the use of nitrogen? Nitrogen is used for the synthesis of proteins and other compounds. And usually it is taken in form of what? Is taken in form of inorganic nitrites and nitrates. I think so this question has come all in your series, test 1 series. You're able to answer this question?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is taken in form of nitrites. So plants can directly absorb the nitrogen, or for some plants they require also bacteria for helping in fixing of the atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, example are the leguminous plants, and the best example for that bacteria is the rhizobium. That much they will not be asking, but still. So coming to the heterotrophic nutrition. Parasitic nutrition. What are the best examples?
Cascata, ma'am.
Cascata. Orchids, ticks, lice, leeches, and tapeworms. All these are the examples. Some organisms break their food outside the body. Those what are the best example for those? And then absorb it.
Yeast, mushroom.
Yes. And this type of nutrition is also known as saprophytic nutrition. What are the finger-like projections known as? In amoeba. What are they known as?
Pseudopodia.
Yes, pseudopodia. In amoeba, the food is present inside where is the food present in the amoeba? It is present inside the food vacuole. And where does the digestion or breakdown of the food takes place in the amoeba? It takes place inside the food vacuole itself. Okay, so then only the simple substance will be entering the cytoplasm, and whatever unnecessary excretory products are there will be thrown out of the body. So here the division in case of amoeba is anywhere. Anywhere they can divide. Whereas in case of paramecium, because this organism has a definite shape, so the food will be taken only at the specific spot. And here the division is transfer. I think so. You must be seeing my slides. So the food moves with to that spot by the help of cilia which are present in on the paramecium. What are the movements which helps in the movement of the food from the esophagus towards the stomach? Known as? You people are not answering. They are known as peristaltic movements. What the saliva? What does the saliva contains?
Salivary amylase.
Salivary amylase. Salivary amylase. What is the function of salivary amylase?
It converts starch into simple sugars.
They convert starch to simple sugars. And what are the glands present in the mouth?
Salivary gland.
They are known as salivary. Where is the food absorbed in the complete digestive system?
Large intestine.
Small intestine also food is absorbed.
Okay,
Most
ma'am,
of the
then
food,
large
because it
intestine
has
absorbs
microvilli, most of the food is absorbed only in the small intestine. Water and remaining things are only absorbed in the large intestine.
Okay, ma'am.
Food is most absorbed only in the small intestine because they have microvilli like projections. So all the digestion starts from the mouth itself, whereas the food is only absorbed. Whatever the food which is broken down into simple substance is only absorbed in the small intestine only. Okay, please remember that. Where are the gastric glands present in the stomach? Where are the gastric glands present in the stomach?
The walls of the stomach.
Yes, they are present in the walls of the stomach. What is the protein digestive enzyme secreted by gastric glands?
Pepsin.
Pepsin. And what is the function of the HCl?
Give a acidic.
Acidic conditions plus
Killing of microorganisms.
killing of microorganisms. Why? What chemical creates a favorable conditions for the action of pepsin in the stomach? What chemical creates a favorable condition for action of pepsin in the stomach?
Hydrochloric acid.
Yes, hydrochloric acid. What are the finger-like projections present in the small intestine?
Villi.
Villi. Pancreas secrete what type of juice?
Pancreatic juice.
Enzyme trypsin is present in pancreatic juice or it's present in digestive juice?
Pepsin.
Trypsin, yes.
Digestive juice.
No. Trypsin.
Ma'am, that is in pancreas.
Yes, pancreatic juice. Don't be confused. These are the questions they ask. Okay. What more can I ask here? Liver secrete any enzymes?
Ma'am, it secretes bile juice.
Yes, it secretes bile juice. Bile juice contains any enzymes? Bile juice contain any enzyme?
No, ma'am.
Bile juice does not contain any enzymes. One minute. So what is the function of the bile juice?
Ma'am, to digest fats.
It digests, it breaks the fats into emulsified fats, means it converts them into emulsified fats. So what does the bile juice contains? Bile juice contains only bile salts and bile pigments. It does not contain any other things. What does the intestinal juice contains? Intestinal juice contains what? It contains enzymes that help in breaking the proteins to amino acids, carbohydrates to glucose, and fats to fatty acids and glycerols. The exit of the waste is guarded by dash muscles.
Sphincter muscles.
As anal sphincter muscles. So what are dental caries? What causes dental caries? Sugars causes dental caries. Why sugars causes dental caries? Sugars produce acid that softens or demineralizes the enamel. So only we get dental caries. Okay. Tooth decay also is known
Ma'am,
as
said that he,
asthma. I'm not able to hear you.
Ma'am, Durlabh said that he has power cut, ma'am.
Huh? Oh, Durlabh has power cut. Okay.
Ma'am, Durlabh Dhani said, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dental caries is also known as tooth decay. Means what it is gradual softening of enamel and the dentin. Why does the water turn into milky?
Due to the passage of carbon dioxide, ma'am.
Due to the passage of carbon dioxide. So, what is lime water? Chemical, what is a chemical form of lime water? What is lime water known as? Anybody
Calcium
has?
oxide.
Huh? Calcium oxide, yes. Lime water is known as calcium oxide. So this one you are all of you are perfect, no? We have been repeatedly asking this, so I'm not discussing much. So usually why does the runner gets cramps during after heavy running? Because of buildup of lactic acid. Please remember. Okay. And what is ATP known as? ATP is known as adenine or adenosine triphosphate. And what is the energy it is equivalent to? It is equivalent to 30.5 kilojoules per mole. And how is ATP formed? ADP, that is adenine diphosphate plus phosphate gives rise to ATP. When we want to break down ATP, again, when we want to break down ATP to back to ADP plus PI. We require water molecule. So here you can see ATP is broken by using water molecule, and this is the amount of energy released when ATP is broken down. Why does the fishes have take water through their mouth and force it pass through the gills? Why fishes take water through their mouths and force it out through their gills? Why? Because dissolved oxygen is taken up by the blood. Okay, the water contains dissolved oxygen and that will be taken up by the blood for its respiration. So usually they breathe very faster compared to the breathing rate of breathing is faster in aquatic animals compared to the terrestrial animals. So what are the common features for the surface respiratory surface, or the what does the respiratory organs should have? Okay, the surface should be fine and delicate because it will help us for the easy exchange of gases. The surface should be very fine and delicate and it helps in easy exchange of gases. Okay, the surface should be very fine and delicate for easy exchange of gases. The rings of how does the rings of cartilage protect our respiratory system? Nobody is answering. The rings of yeah, ma, tell Akshita.
Ma'am, Amrita.
Amrita, tell me.
They prevent the collapse of trachea.
They prevent the collapse of trachea. What is the function of small hair-like structures present in our nostrils?
Mom, they do not allow the dust particles to enter into the nose.
And also, plus
The moisture in the air.
Moisture in the air is by mucus or mucus secreted in the whereas cilia and all those, they will remove the dust particles, plus also help in the filtration of the air. Means they'll remove any germs or anything or microorganisms present in the air. But when we smoke, when people smoke a lot, okay, usually the cilia or hair-like structures get damaged. So only most of the air which enters into the mouth is what, ma? Harita?
I'm sorry, ma'am, by mistake it got.
Okay. So what the hair which enters inside the nostril, inside will not be filtered. So only usually they are prone to bronchitis and different respiratory tract infections. Okay, please remember that they will be asking question in that also. So we all know that balloon-like structures are known as cilia. Okay, and where the exchange of gases takes place, the exchange of gases takes place in the balloon-like structures, that is alveoli, where they are single layer, they are soft, delicate, and where easy exchange of gases takes place. Okay, now what is the pigment present in the human beings which has a high affinity to the oxygen? It is the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin has a high affinity to the oxygen, and usually the oxygen is transported by binding to the hemoglobin itself. Whereas carbon dioxide is more soluble in water and it is transported in a dissolved form. Like it is transported in form of bicarbonates, like HCO3. Mostly it's present in form of a bicarbonate. It is transported in form of bicarbonates and it is dissolved in the water. It's more soluble, so it's mostly transported in a dissolved form. Whereas oxygen has high affinity to hemoglobin and it is transported attached to the hemoglobin. Where is hemoglobin present?
In the blood, ma'am.
Blood not. Where?
RBC, ma'am.
Yes, it's present in RBC. Don't simply tell blood. It's present in RBC. What does the plasma transports? Plasma transports food, carbon dioxide, and nitrogenous waste substances. So now simply from here, from the figure itself, I'll be asking you, what is the function of pulmonary artery? Tell me. What is the function of pulmonary artery? See the figure and tell. Transports?
A deoxygenated blood from heart to the lungs.
Yes. And what is the function of the pulmonary vein? What is the function of the pulmonary vein? Tell me fast, we cannot complete, already it's 6:30.
It takes oxygenated blood into the heart.
Takes oxygenated blood from where to where?
Lungs to the heart.
lungs too. So you tell me fast, like a rapid fire question. Only 3 of you are there. You tell me fast. Oxygenated blood enters to the right side or left side of the heart.
Left side of the heart.
Deoxygenated blood enters right side or left side of the heart.
Right side of the heart.
Which is the artery that takes the oxygenated blood to the all parts of the body?
Aorta.
Which is the artery which takes the deoxygenated blood to the lungs?
Pulmonary artery.
Vena artery, yeah, that one.
Pulmonary artery.
Which is the vein that brings the oxygenated blood to the heart?
Pulmonary vein.
Yes. What is the veins that brings the deoxygenated blood to the heart?
Vena cava.
Vena cava. Yes. What are the walls that separate the arteries to the veins?
Septum valve.
No. Artery and the vein. Arteries and the ventricles.
Bicuspid and tricuspid valve.
Yes, bicuspid and tricuspid valves. Arteries have a thicker muscular walls or vein. Ventricles have a thick muscular walls. Arteries have a thick muscular walls, or ventricles have a thick muscular walls?
Arteries.
No, ventricles. Because it's in your book only, here you can see. So only you should not miss any point. The ventricles have to pump the blood to the various organs. So they have a thick muscular walls compared to the arteries. Okay. So what is the type of circulation present in the human beings?
Double circulation.
And in case of birds and mammals?
Double circulation.
In case of amphibians and reptiles?
Single circulation.
We cannot sell single circulation. Single circulation only comes in the fishes. Okay. Whereas incomplete double circulation comes in case of amphibians and the reptiles. Because there is some mixing of blood will be taking place in the case of amphibians and the reptiles. Why is? Because they have only 3-chambered heart. Whereas we, birds and mammals and human beings, have a complete double circulation where no mixing of blood. Whereas amphibians and reptiles have a incomplete double circulation where there is a mixing of blood taking place. Fishes have only single circulation because their heart is how many chambers?
2 chambers.
In case of frog, how many chambers of heart we have?
3, ma'am.
Yes. In case of snakes? Case of snakes? How many chambers of heart we have? What is the how many chambers of heart we have? Snakes have. Reptiles. How many chambers? How many chambers of heart that snakes have?
3, ma'am.
Yes. Crocodiles.
Three, ma'am.
Crocodiles have four-chambered heart. Although they are reptiles, they have four-chambered heart. Exceptional case. It is in your class 9 also. So they may ask you. So I'm telling you. So crocodiles have a four-chambered heart, except crocodile. All other reptiles and amphibians have a three-chambered heart, and their type of circulation is an incomplete circulation, where mixing of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood takes place. Whereas in case of crocodile, it is a four-chambered heart. Please remember. So what is the systolic pressure? Systolic pressure. How much? Systolic pressure is 120 mm of Hg. Diastolic pressure is 80 mm of Hg. So when there is a ventricular systole, okay, it is known as contraction. That is where we hear, and it is called as systolic pressure. Okay, this is the sound where we hear the lump sound of our heart. When there is a pressure in the arteries, that is called as ventricular diastole, and this is called as relaxation of the heart, and this pressure is known as diastolic pressure, which is 80 mm of Hg. This is when we hear the dub sound, lub dub. The blood pressure that can be measured by an instrument is known as sphygmomanometer. And it will mainly, high blood pressure is known as hypertension, whereas low blood pressure is known as hypotension. Why we get high blood pressure? Because there is a restriction in the arteries, means there is some blockage in the arteries, and so there is a resistance to the blood flow, means the blood will not be flowing out. And we all know about the arteries, veins, and the capillaries. I think so we know about the platelets also. So what is the protein that causes blood clotting? What is the protein that causes blood clotting?
Thrombin.
And also another protein? What is that?
Fibrinogen.
Yes, fibrin, fibrinogen, not fibrin. Fibrinogen will be converted to fibrin, and prothrombin will be converted to thrombin. Then only it will leads to the clotting of the blood. And other factors that play important role in the okay. We all know what is the color of the lymph is? Colorless. And what is the main difference between the plasma and the lymph? Lymph contains less amount of proteins compared to the plasma. This is all we know. What are the small openings present on the stem known as?
Lenticels.
Lenticels. What is the GF rate of the GFR rate of the human beings? GFR means glomerular filtration rate. It is 180 liters per day. Sometimes they may not give in a full form. GFR means glomerular filtration rate. It is 180 liters per day. What are the excretory products of human beings? What is the excretory product of human beings?
Nitrogen is waste.
What is that?
Urea.
Yes, urea. Birds? Okay, we'll not discuss about the birds. But they may ask, but you also once check with the birds and also you check with the amphibians. Also, amphibians is amphiotic acid. Birds usually uric acid. Okay. What are the millions of molecules present in the kidney?
Nephrons.
Structural and functional unit of kidney.
Nephrons.
Nephron.
What are the different parts present in the kidney?
Bowman's capsule.
Yes. Bowman's capsule,
Tubular.
glomerulus, and
Collecting
tube, or we can also add convoluting tubule and finally collecting tubule. All this is known as convoluting tubule or tubular region. Okay. Thus, the glucose and amino acids can be reabsorbed in the kidneys. Glucose
Yes.
and amino acids are reabsorbed in the kidneys.
Yes, ma'am.
So where they are reabsorbed?
Ma'am, in the nephrons.
Nephron only. Which part of the nephron? If they ask.
Tubular
Tubular.
part. Tubular part of the
Initial tubular part. Please remember. Here, initial tubular part, it is absorbed. Okay. How much of urine form depends, or how much amount of water absorbed depends on what?
Number of waste product dissolved in the water.
No, depends on how much excess of water there is in the body and how much of dissolved waste there is to be excreted. It depends on these two. The amount of water reabsorbed depends upon how much of water is present in the body as well as how much of dissolved waste need to be excreted outside. Where is urine stored?
urinary bladder.
Urinary bladder. Artificial kidney, a removal of waste by artificial kidney is also known as
Hemodialysis.
hemodialysis. Here, what is the material used as artificial kidneys?
Nitrogen.
Huh?
Dialysing fluid.
What is that?
Ma'am, it contains nitrogen, ma'am.
No, no, not like that. They are contained, artificial kidneys are nothing but the tubes containing semi-permeable membrane. Okay, where the exchange of where the waste is removed through this semi-permeable membrane. So what is the difference between the normal kidney and the artificial kidney?
Selective reabsorption does not take place in the artificial kidney, whereas
Yes.
it takes place in the real kidney.
Yes, only removal of waste takes place in the artificial kidney, but no reabsorption takes place. So what are the waste products of the excretory in excretion in the plants? Okay, I'll give you all options. CO2, water, gums, All the above.
All of the above.
Resins, gums, CO2, all the above. Hmm?
Gums, ma'am.
No. All the above. Because sometimes CO2 also is absorbed, thrown outside the plants. When there is no photosynthesis, actually when no photosynthesis is taking place, CO2 also is released from the stomata. Okay, especially during the nights. The resins, gums are also the waste products of the plants. So all these are also considered as the waste products. Okay, don't be confused. So I hope a small revision we have taken. Maybe in the next class, I have tried to cover the overall chapter. If they give me another class, we'll see, we'll go in some detail based on your performance. We'll see some detailed revisions. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. With this, I'm closing your class. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Stop.
Stay safe.
End.